Welcome to Reread, where I'm rereading through the expanded universe in chronological order. Folks, we are finally back onto Dark Times, and this is another reset, 1 through 5, Fire Carrier. It's going to follow Crook and the younglings as they go to this refugee camp, but they sense something is wrong, so they have to sneak out with Master Tao, the blind guy who makes all the soup, who I really like, who of course didn't die because no Jedi died during Order 66 unless they were really dumb, I guess. There seems to be several Jedi alive. And while they're in the refugee camp, though, they do see a propaganda commercial of Darth Vader. And it talks about all his recent victories from the Darth Vader comic books that have already come out. Which I was like, oh, okay, so that's neat. So a little bit of a tie-in there. Not necessary, but it makes sense. Now, this is an infomercial, or a little propaganda commercial they would play in another Dark Times comic book, which I thought was really funny. I thought it was really good. Neat way to say, hey, here's all continuity. If you didn't read this Darth Vader adventure, you won't know what we're twisting the truth on here. One weird thing about this. Now, Star Wars was an ongoing series by Dark Horse. They turned it into Star Wars Republic. And then, I'm guessing it went to Dark Times. Even though they reset the numbers, I guess they're saying Republic was Dark Times. The reason I say this is, for some weird reason, I looked it over, I couldn't find it, unless it's in the letter column, maybe in the letter column, but it's on issue number 3 of Fire Carrier. It says, the 108th issue spectacular. Why? Why is there a 108 spectacular? Why is that a big deal? I don't know. Are they saying, hey, the original Marvel series went 107, and so we're going 108 with this long-running series we've had? Yeah, but you changed the name several times, and you rebooted it at number 1 twice already for Dark Times. So maybe that's what they mean, but it does. It says 108th issue spectacular. There's nothing spectacular about it. I mean, the story's great, but there's nothing spectacular about issue 3. I thought that was really weird that they said that, though. But this focuses around an old war hero from the Clone Wars. He hates separatists. He thinks, in his mind, all these refugees are separatist refugees. And the Imperial officer's like, no, some of these are Imperial citizens that have been misplaced. We must take care of them. He's like, oh, yeah, we're happy to have them on our planet. You know, we got lots of land here for them. Well, he loads them all up in an ore ship because he said they can't afford anything better. And meanwhile, like I said, Crook and Tao have kind of escaped the refugee camp, and they're kind of going on their own. Well, as they're traveling up these mountains, they come across a valley, and it's got tons of dead bodies in it. And they're like, how did these dead bodies get here? Wait, these are people from the refugee camp. Are they just killing them and then dumping them in this valley? How are they killing them? And then they see how. And this is where Dark Times, again, gets dark. Those ore carriers, they fly them over the valley, and then they open up their bay doors. And it's a great image. It's just thousands of people falling to their death from this big ore ship. And Crook and Tao know there's no way they can use the Force to save them. They're just not that powerful. And so they're just all dropping out of the ship and just fall like rain, just falling down, and the impact is killing them. Whoa! I mean, dark. They put the dark in Dark Times there. But what happens is, after they've dumped this group of refugees, someone spots Crook and his younglings on the mountainside. They go, oh no, we've been spotted. So the old war hero, he does not want this getting back to the Imperial commanders, because he knows he'll get in trouble for it. So he goes on a mission to seek out Crook and his younglings and kill them, kill all witnesses, right? Well, the Imperial officer is getting a little, suspicious of this war hero, and he calls in some help. He said, we need a Star Destroyer this way. He was like, Vader already said no to that. He went, I'm telling you, we need one, because this is for a certain general that likes wet planets or something. And the Admiral goes, aha, I will divert someone right away. You're thinking, wait, what was that about? And I'm thinking, wait, because I'd forgotten this part here. Turns out that these Imperial officers, they served under General Crook. And they one Imperial officer recognized him immediately, but didn't want to, out him for being a Jedi. And at the end, when the Imperials come to arrest the war hero, because he's about to kill Crook and the younglings, the Crook's like, oh, I guess there is some good left in the Empire. And he goes, don't worry, General. He said, we don't believe the rumors that the Jedi tried to take over. It doesn't make sense. He said, but we have to follow along, because anyone who asks questions, they disappear from the army. He said, so we're trying to do the best we can. In fact, he said, I'll put away some of my rations and I'll bring you, seeds and equipment and material every spring. I'll be here every spring to help you out. And so he starts off by giving him all this stuff and says, I'll be back next spring. And so it shows a full year's gone by. It talks about panel by panel where Crook and the younglings are growing up and they're enjoying their time here. But there's one spring where the imperial officer does not come. And Crook's like, well, maybe he found a family and he's living happily ever after, or maybe he's dead. Either way, he's done plenty for us now. And we never find out what happens to that imperial officer. And I really like that. I really like that there's still good people in the empire. And there has to be a lot. They can't be just all evil instantly overnight, right? Was the Republic Army just all evil instantly? No. A lot of them were corrupt, I'm sure. But this is showing some good guys. And whatever happened to them, we don't need to know. Just Crook feels like, hey, this is our place. This is where we're gonna live. This is where we're gonna stay until the time comes, until the Force tells us what to do next. Now there is a little girl in this one who has a lot of anger issues after seeing Crook just slaughter those mercenaries in the previous series. As Tau is moving this big boulder to stop blaster fire, she pushes the boulder, force pushes it, and rolls over these bad guys. And so she's kind of going to the dark side of the Force. It says over the year she disappeared. Tau went to in search for her and he disappeared too. It doesn't say what happened to him. Again, it doesn't have to. It's just giving you an update of what's going on. Fire Carrier is really good. Really good. Dark Times is excellent. I enjoyed everything about the book. It doesn't drag like the other ones, like some of the Darth Vader ones do, and it just tells good stories and has dark moments, like when the thousands of people are dropping from that ore thing. I was like, oh my gosh, always expect that in Dark Times. All right, folks, that's it for now. See you next time.